Hey everybody, I'm with Superstar World's Strongest Man competitor, Nick Best. Nick just actually had a complete workover. My God, I think I'm tired. So anyway, I just asked Nick to, just say a few words in regards to, the chiropractic thing, what it is that we're doing, what makes it a little bit different, and what it is I'm trying to do, for chiropractic as a whole. And of course, bringing strongman to the world,
sure.
and just do my part because, it literally is one of the greatest sports in America, but also the entire world. So
you have a unique way of releasing things that people don't do. There's nobody around that I've encountered, like when I need to go get an adjustment, that are doing the things that you are doing and then releasing things the way you're releasing. My hip has been locked up for over 3 years.
Yeah.
And you just got to release. I can walk instead of taking a week off or 2 weeks off, and all of a sudden I start getting a normal gait again because I took time off and didn't agitate it, whatever, and the muscles relaxed. I just did a contest, squatted 660 for 10 and deadlifted 700 for 10, and could barely. I literally was hobbling. And you came in, you adjusted, you put my hip back in place, you put my back into place, and you got everything lined up where I can stand on both feet. I don't have to rock side to side to relieve pressure from one side to the other.
You kind of had a depressing sachet. It really wasn't a walk.
I'm kind of,
right?
I was kind of like a walking hot mess, but, which is normal for strongman. But the thing that's not normal is having somebody that can adjust the things and put it back into place. You put my sternum and my shoulders back into place where I can actually take a full breath of air again, which has been rough for me because I just had COVID 4 weeks ago.
Well, and then you had a lat that you had
I tore my lat off,
right?
Yeah. Tore my lat completely off my humerus, which he put in 2 anchors, a cadaver tendon, and then the suturing in it's in there permanently. This stuff's thicker than a shoelace.
Yeah, well, I felt it. It felt like a nasty old knot, that's for sure. Looks like leather, I think, maybe.
So it's neat coming back from this and then getting worked on and actually getting even more shoulder mobility out of it, which is a big deal. Which you did with my right shoulder, because my left shoulder, because of the surgery, I have a lot more flexibility or range of motion than I used to. But my right's not, and you worked on my right and did a good. I got to where I can almost put my right into the same position as my left, and that's a big deal.
Well, and then you had, the ribs were out as well. That first rib, that was, I think your eyes watered up just a little bit, it wasn't perfect.
When you did my hip, my eyes were watering and everything else. That was unbelievable. And to feel it actually pop and move where it was not in right alignment in the socket. Nobody's been able to move my hip.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people don't realize that there is a difference in applications. And, long term, my goal with, the whole StrongmanDoc world thing is to get other doctors to engage in this. And, the hope is to share with them some of the knowledge I've gained over the last, 24 years and working with you guys, Chad Coy, for example, as well, Brian Shaw, everybody. But, I think sometimes, I hate to say it, but we chiropractors sometimes get a little full of ourselves. And so, people tend to be, I think, a little bit offended when you go and say, hey, listen, you know what, I might have something that's going to be beneficial. And you've been to, several chiropractors over the years and not taking anything away from any of those guys.
Right.
But this is definitely different, wouldn't you say?
It's completely different from everything else that I've experienced. So it's pretty cool, especially when, like I said, with the amount of muscle I have on me and stuff like that. My wife jokes because it takes 500 pounds to get me down into a full squat, just because of the muscle tendon strength and just the tension that's on everything all the time.
And so, you know about squats. Nick is a USPA world champion, right?
USAPO world champion, and then the USPA. I'm the squat, bench, deadlift, and total world record holder in the 45 to 49 and from the 50 to 54.
Yeah.
I have all 4 of the world records.
So what would you tell a young lifter, being where you are now, and pro level, superstar, world class athlete, you got somebody young that's up and coming. Do you see an importance for them to actually, get engaged with a chiropractic application, very similar to what we have to have some longevity?
I'd see it's beneficial to what you're doing, yes.
Okay.
A lot of what the other guys are doing, not as much. What you're doing, yes.
Yeah.
It makes a massive difference. And if you're going to be longevity in the sport, you have to take care of your body.
Yes.
So where guys spend money going out and buying beers, or they go out and do stuff with their friends, if you want to be that good, all that's got to be directed towards doing this.
Well, another thing too is that, you're seeing a lot of this in the chiropractic arena, and basically what we're seeing is a lot of band therapy and exercise and this and everything else. How much of that did I do today on you? Did I do any PT kind of thing? Any rubbing?
Nothing.
Any trigger points? Any?
No.
Not really, did we?
No.
Yeah.
And it feels way better. So that tells you something.
I think
the
that's
PT stuff's important too.
Yes, of course.
Everything has this thing, but nobody's doing this, and this is what realigns everything. That makes all those things relax to where you don't need the PT.
But in addition, with the technique we've developed over the last 24 years working on you guys as my guinea pigs, right? What we found is that it shows that there's a huge power in the adjustment if properly applied.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I think, I'd like to see a lot of the young doctors get engaged with, is understanding that, listen, I understand the other stuff may get you paid, it may make the patient feel better, but rather than develop a stronger crooked problem, wouldn't it be something to go ahead and do a powerful adjustment, and then if you have to, send them out to a PT or send them out to exercise phys or whatever. I mean, you don't have to be
if you care about the people you're taking care of.
Yeah, because they're experts in their area, rather than be, as they say, a jack of all trades, master of none. And this is the thing, I just want to get these young doctors to where they understand that chiropractic is amazing.
Yeah.
It just has to be done the right way. And listen, I am so hopeful to be that guy to bring it. And at the same time, go ahead and share with people, this cool sport of strongman where I've had the opportunity of spending great time with you. I mean, these guys are great.
Yeah.
So, for me, I just want to say thank you
for
giving me the opportunity to help you and be your friend.
Oh, absolutely.
So, because, I only have one good arm and that.
I don't know.
It's kind of sad.
It doesn't matter. You get the job done. That's all that matters in the end.
Well, listen, Nick, do you have any website things that you want to direct people to?
Well,
are you training people too right now?
Actually, I did start some coaching.
Okay.
So you can send me an email at it's nbest1968 at gmail.com. You can send me an email if you want to do that.
Cool.
I got to put it on my link tree. I haven't put it on my link tree yet.
Yeah.
But I'm going to probably take on 3 or 4 more people.
Okay.
For coaching and stuff like that.
Okay.
I like helping people, stuff like that. I'm not doing it to get rich. I'm doing it because
I get it.
People.
Well, listen, thank you.
Oh, no problem. My pleasure.
And thanks for sharing with people, just a little bit of information in regards to what we're doing.
No, my pleasure.
Thanks, brother.
All right.